You know, if you had told me, I don't know, however long ago that I posted that first video, that people would be really interested in getting another of the Ultimate Rants About Nothing series, I would probably believe you, to be honest, because not even YouTube knows what its viewers want. And y'all are weird. Then again, I don't even know what I want, so it's fair, honestly. But this is number 2, because apparently scripted videos are not as fun as me just talking for 10 minutes. I was actually gonna do some commentary on this parkour that I'm assuming I'm doing right now because I recorded it, actually. I'm assuming it's something relating to parkour, and that I am failing miserably right now. And I was actually going to do commentary on it. I was going to talk about it and make fun of me failing and stuff like that, but it has taken so long to load that I got impatient, and I'm just recording it now, so I have no idea what's happening. I'm just assuming that I'm doing terribly. I don't really remember. I recorded the parkour ahead of time, and I have finally decided to do the rest of it. So I guess this is what this is, for some reason. You know, that one video that I said, I think it might have mentioned the Centaur World video last time, and I still have no interest in making it. Now that season 2 is out, I'm just not... I have so many feelings about it that I don't even know if I want to put it into a video. And I've seen the crap that people get for video essays, too. I had a really hard time with literally just 2 people criticizing my criticisms of the show. I don't know if I could deal with an entire comment section of people sharing their thoughts. And if I can't do that, then can I do anything relating to videos like that? I can just make all the comments held for review on my other videos, because the only reason they usually have to be mean is to be mean. But genuine critiques and discussion is often a thing on video essays, so I would kind of have to let it slide. But I don't know how. How do I let it slide? Oof. I never talk about these things either, because then my comment section is just full of, just let it roll off your back. Just ignore them. And here's the thing, guys. It's not that simple. Different people take criticism differently. And for some people, they can just learn to let it roll off their back. It doesn't bother them anymore. It is not the case for me. Things that people say to me stick in my head. I still have memorized several of my comments that I got even a year or 2 ago. Those can't just be ignored. Those are really damaging to me and my mental health. And it's also more damaging when people just assume that I can just ignore it and do nothing about it, because that's my own journey. I still have that to make. It's my problem. And other people acting like it can be solved very quickly is annoying. So don't do it, please. How did this go from parkour to this? I don't know. But you wanted to hear me rambling on about nothing. So this is me rambling on about nothing. Anyone else see the new security breach? It's kind of my new hyperfixation. It's such a buggy game, but I love it still. The concept is amazing. I love the story, even if it doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's crazy how you can just like stuff without needing a reason for it. Security Breach has got to be like my favorite game. I haven't played it, obviously, but like it's my favorite to watch. Although some of the bugs are just, they have to be so annoying. I really wish they didn't do the save thing where you can't save after 6 a.m. Like, that feels like a really bad game mechanic. You're letting people explore and stuff, but then they have to go all the way back to the beginning? That does not sound like good game design. Unless it's supposed to be a hard mode, which I get. Like, I think Mark suggested that. I made my own parkour, so that's pretty neat. It's on Hypixel. I should have, the link actually should be on the screen if you want to visit. It's a lava slime themed parkour. It's basically just lava stuff, but it's a slime core, so there's a lot of bouncy slime jumps and things like that. I'm pretty proud of it. It's my second parkour, so it's a thing. It's just not as popular as I would like it to be. Because you have to give cookies, I think, to boost up houses. But then if nobody's there, then you don't get any cookies. And it's kind of like a cycle of not getting views and not getting cookies and then not being seen by more people because you don't have cookies. It's like a whole thing. You can also send me a friend request on a Hypixel, but I may or may not accept because honestly I keep accidentally friend requesting random people and then they think that I'm like, that I owe them something. And I'm like, the fuck? No, I do not. It is currently the 31st of December, the very last day of 2021. And I don't know what to do about that. My birthday is in 2 months, and I have less than 2 years left of school. This spring, it will be 1 year left. 1 year left of required high school. What the hell? I don't want to get all deep because I always feel awkward when I do that, so I'll just say growing up is really hard. I think a lot of people either can't wait to grow up or they're dragging their heels on it. And I'm kind of in the middle. I really want to be 18 because then I'm legally allowed to change my name and I can do a lot more stuff with my transition. I will have a driver's license by then. My high school will be done so that I can actually work more. But these expectations are very difficult. It does not help that I am older than almost every single person in my Discord server, which, by the way, a link to join that is in the description. It feels so weird to be looked up to. And I've kind of gotten used to it, like a little bit, when I used to be popular on YouTube. In the glory days, shall we say, where my summary videos were the peak of my comedy, and I got a lot of people. I remember people always being like, oh, I wish I could draw like you, I wish I could do this, I wish I could do this. I got used to being idolized, and it was not fun. I do not like that feeling. But at the same time, I kind of did. Having people look up to you is a lot of pressure, but if you can live up to it, it's not that bad. I don't know whether I miss those days of people looking up to me or whether I just want to be seen again. Because it's not something that I have the luxury of doing now. I have my viewers and stuff like that, but I am am one of those channels where the vast majority of subscribers are not actually active on said channel. I have around 100 people regularly watching content, if that. And it's not a bad thing. Views aren't everything, subscribers aren't everything. And I never really cared about that stuff until I lost it. I guess you only really get an appreciation for stuff a lot of the time until you see it slipping away. I think now I have more of an appreciation for having charge of the Discord server and in the original species server that I own and moderate. I think I've started to cling a little bit to the control there too, because I think it's starting to slip away from me and I do not like that. A lot of stuff there isn't necessary to be, but it makes me feel better because then I know what's happening. I know how things are, I know how people are. I can keep track of the thing that I love and the thing that I poured my heart and soul into. It's a gift, I guess. Or a luxury, rather. At least if something was thrown away and I don't have a thing anymore, it means that I had it in the first place. Not everyone does. So how about mac and cheese, huh? It's pretty neat. I like it. I like it a lot. Mac and cheese is pretty tasty. I'm lactose intolerant, but, it's fine. Mac and cheese is still delicious. And it's not like anyone who's lactose intolerant actually, doesn't eat dairy. Well, it is now 8 p.m. I think I'm going to work on my icons next. I have to do icons as well. Or more of them, I guess. I still have 15 left to go. I have, I think, 7 anthro characters and 8 acrylic cats. And then I'll be done and my Toy House profile will be super nice. Toy House is a website to sort out your characters and stuff, and you can give them profile pictures. I like to have uniform profile pictures where they're all of different characters, but they have the same general vibe. This time they're all symmetry busts, where each side is the same, or virtually the same, I guess, and then they all have pastel backgrounds. Everything else is done, so it'll be pretty cool. It gets exhausting, especially with this extra stress period. I had a huge ADHD flare-up just trying to do school and getting done. Work was not helping. ADHD flare-up is apparently a thing, according to my therapist. Ooh, new things being learned every day. Short-term memory is terrible right now. It's literally the only reason we have to claim prizes in the Magellic original species server that I own now, because I will literally just forget in the next 5 seconds unless people remind me by saying they claim it. It's basically just ultimate get off your ass and add it to my bank. At least it works though, as long as people remember to claim the prizes, which a lot of the time they don't. But that's fine. I'm fine. I don't feel guilty about a rule that I set being broken, even though it's not really my job to actually enforce the rule other than just making constant announcements, which I did. I did make lots of announcements, but people still didn't really do it, and it was annoying because then it felt like they were blaming me, even though they didn't really say anything about blaming me. I got way off track. Yeah, so anyway, mac and cheese.